Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
We are doing Supernatural now. Aaron, we're not at the streaming studio tonight, so Melanie can't join us. But we have to soldier on. The lamp.
I'm gonna get killed.
I don't think it's. Yeah, it might not be connected or something.
Okay, we're good. This
Okay.
light almost fell, and hit me in the head, and I died.
Dead. He'd come back, be a ghost, and then I'd kill him with salt.
I'd be a little girl, go scare you.
Okay, so Supernatural. Last time on Supernatural, Mary Winchester just left.
Yep, it made sense. Because she's sad and has no idea what she's doing.
Yeah. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on except for Lucifer's like in the bottom of the ocean or something like that. Yeah. So
there's like a one-off villain thing going on.
We did have a poll, which I will now look for on our Patreon, patreon.com/blindwave. You guys can go and find the polls and comment on the polls. We're going to talk about last week's poll now.
Right.
And I believe it was about Mary Winchester.
Do you think Mary was correct in leaving her children?
No!
Yes, she needs to take care of herself, or no, she didn't give it enough time. We have 46.5% said no, she didn't give it enough time. 53.5% said yes, she needs to take care of herself. Very close.
Very close. Interesting. I'm of the opinion that absolutely not, she shouldn't have left. But that's me.
I think she's good to go ahead and just try something. If it's not working right now, we don't really. I guess we don't exactly know how long it's been.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The weekish is, I think, is what we've been estimating, right?
That's enough time for her to say like, screw these kids.
It could have been 2 weeks.
And Dean was like, he didn't even fucking look at her. He felt so betrayed.
Yeah, but it's a very awkward situation. I've been dead for 30 years.
It is.
And I just came back, and my kids are full grown.
Yeah. So leave them.
They're not the kids you knew, though. It's very awkward.
But they are your children.
Not in your mind.
Do they have
maybe in reality, but maybe not like in your mind and in your heart. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. The only difference between the two is time.
Yeah, but if you just woke up the next day and found out that you had children or children that you did have that were really old, would that not just be like, wait, no, yesterday I just had you in my arms and you were a baby. Yeah. There's no way you're my Sam. You know what I mean?
I can see the emotional appeal. I don't feel like it would overwhelm or override the intellectual appeal of like, I've been gone for all this time. My kids, whose entire life was transformed by my death and my absence, so much so that when they saved the world, God's sister was like, I know you need this. And then I left.
I don't think that's what she said.
Didn't she say like...
I think she said, I left you something special.
I thought she said need.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, even still, it's a gift from God, his sister.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Who the hell's she?
But, yeah. I understand it. I personally feel like it's a obvious way for the writers to be like, oh, we need some drama. Let's let her leave and let's get, like, Sam and Dean are going to be real sad now. And to do that, they got to go hunt. Deal with that.
Did you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's glaringly that way. But I guess, I don't know.
Well, let's see what the comments said, and maybe they had some thoughts as to
let us do that.
Why?
Greg Allen said, pretty crappy parent decision to leave your kids just as they are reunited with you, in my opinion. She has been in heaven for the last 20-some-odd years while they have been fighting their asses off. So why is she the one upset? Well, she hasn't been in heaven. She was a ghost for a very long time.
Which I don't think she remembered.
She said that, I thought it was coming back to her or something.
Maybe.
Right? Because first she didn't remember anything, and then she remembered, like, being killed, and then she remembered, I don't know if she remembered the ghost part. But she was a ghost for, like, 20 years?
I guess.
And then she was destroyed against the poltergeist.
She had a comment, though, where she said, like, it seems like just yesterday, I was just in heaven.
Yeah, but I think we talked about that being, like, meaning she was in heaven with John and the boys. Like, that's her heaven. Like if when you're home and with your kids, you know, and your wife, like, I'm in heaven. You know? Like, that kind of thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sabrina says, it was sad that she left them again, but I think that when she was possessed by the spirit, she saw and felt things that scared her. She must be so overwhelmed by everything. I agree. I think that you should try to take comfort in the only family I have left, but that's fine. Brittany Lee says, I couldn't help but see things from Dean's point of view. Their father did nothing but abandon them constantly to go on hunts. Instead of being their father when they needed him the most, Dean clearly felt abandoned all over again. Viridian.
Viridian?
A V, your name starts with, in response to Eric's theory on Mary's spirit being destroyed in season 1. I think it was explained that that was in the house was simply an echo of her spirit and her drive to protect her children. So it wasn't her ghost.
Okay.
I mean, or ghost just echoes and they're not actually your spirit. Like, isn't it, like, we talked about, we've seen ghosts before, and like they have unfinished business or they have that kind of drama. So
yeah,
I don't know if maybe did they talk about that before? I'm not sure.
I mean, wasn't there like that costume one? Remember the costume ghost?
Yeah.
Wasn't he stopped by like someone else who cared for him?
Yeah.
And he left.
So I think that she was an actual ghost. I don't know if it was an echo. I mean, people think that ghosts, if you believe in ghosts now, that's like an echo of some kind of like emotion which creates some kind of negative energy. Not that I believe that, but that's a theory. Nairi says, yeah, it's selfish, but it's also reasonable for her to feel that way. She's trying to adjust, and Dean is trying to act like nothing is wrong.
That's kind of true. Like Dean's not, I don't know if
he necessarily. Yeah, I don't know if he means nothing is wrong, but they can get through it together.
Even Dean's just like, what's wrong? Everything's fine. And even Sam's like,
yeah.
What do you mean? Like, this is what's going on, and I don't know if she needs to be hunting and this and that. Like, Dean kind of is just like, everything's great. I have my mom. Yeah. And we're good. I'm eating pie. I love pie.
Matthew says the boys had 30 years, and she doesn't know the issues Dean and Sam had. All she had was John's journal to see the life she didn't want any of her boys to have. So, really, this is a question of, like, you know, which character should be more sympathetic, the boys or her, and they have to cater to that person's emotions or feelings. This might be weird for me to say, but I feel like as a mother, you would care for your children more than you would care for yourself. But then if you say, well, they're not really my kids.
Well, wouldn't you get into the point whenever, like, you're an adult and, like, well, I need to also think of, like, my mom, she's having issues with this, so I'll let her, you know, I'll give her time.
But I mean, are we not to
even though they were robbed early on, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, are we not to assume that they haven't had a conversation about, like, everything that is our lives happened, like, changed the night you died?
I don't know that they have they?
It would be very strange for them.
Could also be very awkward.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Mom, let's talk about when you died and how much it sucked.
I think it would be awkward not to talk about it, though.
I don't know.
It's like, so,
I mean,
we're back.
If we go with most seasons of Supernatural, them talking.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I don't think this is necessarily like, I hate Mary for what she's done. I find it to be convenient for the production. But if I had to go into story reasons, I guess I can and have as well. But you know what? That was last episode. We're going to this episode. Make sure you guys are sticking around for the polls. We'll have another poll at the end of this episode. That's it. Button.
Oh, he's dead. World?
It's probably just open hours.
Whoa! Oh!
She's been crucified.
In her hands.
That happens.
Oh! They're lashing her.
Who?
A ghost. The devil.
The devil can't. This is holy ground. I guess not. It's Aramaic, isn't it?
Why's she bleeding right here?
They haven't really tackled Jesus on this show.
No.
That might have been it. Might not be it. I don't know. Aramaic.
You told people that she was speaking in tongues?
Yes. It sounded like Hebrew.
Sounds more like Aramaic than Hebrew.
I think it's Hebrew.
What kind of priests are you?
Thanks for the heads up.
What, I'm working with Crowley? That was really, really weird.
I guess that would be. Food truck over there? Oh. Should I call you Mary?
I'm a 13-year-old girl. Bad news? Cass is showing it up with Crowley. They're hunting Lucifer together.
I got that one.
One's an angel, one's a demon, and apparently they...
But it's a weird...
Don't say he looks like me.
Anything at all?
We won't. Thank you. You sure?
Yep. Okay.
I'm sexier. I'm sexier. Don't touch me! I'm sexy!
Oh!
You put me up for the night?
It's weird. Almost positive energy. One of the bigger office did a little hoodoo. Boom.
Sounds too easy.
I wish you...
Oh, what's going on with this guy?
I think he's...
Oh, another one!
It's a flail.
Who the hell?
Yep.
Oh, man, he's already got holes in his hands and stuff. He's dead now already? No. I got celery. None of the apples!
Connect the dots.
Do you spell anything? Help! Oh.
Kids are homeschooled. Family like that, we try and keep an eye on them, but...
Yeah.
Do you know God, gentlemen?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're besties.
Motorcycle? Remember last episode?
Yeah.
There's gloves.
Entirely covered face. We can't see shit.
Is that the guy?
That could be the Crossman.
That's the guy, Crossman.
Mr. Catch.
Yeah. That's him. That's a motorcycle. That's what it was. Nice bike. Solved it.
I said it was coming
What
back.
happens when, and the people, if they're not shopping or stuffing their face, they're sitting in front of some screen watching fake people do fake things, while the real world just gets more and more screwed up.
You move past that Wendy's?
It's weird, but they're good people. Look, Beth wanted the better job. She killed to get it. End of story. You're wrong. You got your
I don't
ideas,
think it's the
got mine.
witch
You want to
thing.
stay here and
I don't think it's
investigate
either.
the farm for EMF? You go right ahead. I'm on Beth. Fine. We'll see who's right. Well, we'll see I'm right.
None of that matches the scrambled brains.
No. Into the basement. Oh, it's a closet. 'Cause it's always in the basement.
Did she not die?
My heart to stay. And if the devil doesn't like it, he can sit on a couch. Sit on a couch.
She didn't die? They keep her in the basement?
She has this psychic ability.
Maybe.
And she's transferring it off to someone else.
Why do they scourge her though?
I don't know. Because she has this ability? She's tainted by the devil?
Pray for forgiveness.
But what if every time she does this, someone else is dying?
Is that the brother?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Elijah? What's wrong?
Mom's with Magda.
$3 just to. Oh!
In fact,
Shit!
I love you. Magda's our cross to bear.
So that's why they end up moving out here then, right?
I guess. You know what you do with your crosses? Destroy them. Not carry them.
Whip them. Whip your crosses.
Whip it good. That's probably... I should do that. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Working late?
Oh, sorry, Agent. You surprised me.
No worries.
Being the boss sucks. I don't know how Olivia did it.
I thought you wanted this job.
No. Nobody wants this job.
Wrong.
So...
Wrong.
Why are you here?
Here's my number.
Tell you what, that old social worker sucked.
Now it works all of a sudden.
You don't put your phone on vibrate.
It's loud. It's that loud.
Okay? Just need you to trust me here.
Oh.
Computer science asshole.
Yeah. How's he not a swim brick?
Sam tied up in the basement again.
True. We had 1 episode break.
Yeah.
It's time for supper.
Last Supper?
That was New Testament.
Oh, sorry.
Dig in, everyone. Elijah?
Is it poisoned? He doesn't want to eat.
Huh?
Dad?
She... Nuh-uh.
Why is she poisoning him?
Dad?
The fuck, man?
Come on, Dean, where are you at? Send it away, send it away. Magda.
Ah,
Good.
spoon.
Devil.
Send it away.
Should have done this a long time ago. God damn it.
I'm not the devil. You are.
Tear it up. Tear it up. Get her. Get her. Get her.
You don't have to do this.
She doesn't do it.
What about that? Just gave her number. Her personal number. You're gonna shoot her. Yeah, I know. Get over here. God.
Still don't like it.
Oh, that was gonna end. She's gonna be bad.
She's a vessel, maybe.
Is she the devil? Like, is
I don't think
like,
she is.
Like, is she like evil though?
Like she really is bad.
Wait.
Yep. Yep. Who?
Is it in the letters he's gonna kill her because Sam and Dean didn't? Shit, it's him! Damn it. Hope she uses her psychic powers.
I don't think so. We've heard how awesome he is. Well, now I really hate them.
What's your status? I cleaned up the Winchester's mess. As suspected, they couldn't finish the job. Very well. Thank you, Mr. Ketch.
She wasn't bad.
I know.
They have, that's the thing, they have no...
Man, the British men of letters suck.
Yeah.
I mean, they just are fucking terrible what they do.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we talked about it before, whenever they were like, whenever somebody comes in and activates a ward, we kill it.
Yeah.
But it's like, not, you know, Benny wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah. And there's
So
that one
he did
chick,
have some issues.
the one chick werewolf, too.
The werewolf? Yeah, like she gave it to her sister to save her, but then
Yeah.
she was doing bad and she took care of it and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, not every monster wants to just be a monster.
Yeah. And that girl's not really even a monster. We know that shit like that comes from, like, I don't know. I mean, with Sam and stuff, we know that he was given those powers, right? We don't know if necessarily that means, like, she was the same as him.
Yeah, not necessarily. But she had psychic abilities, but it didn't mean that she was evil.
Because I kept thinking, like, maybe she was, like, one of the kids that, you know, like Sam was, and maybe she'll be in
Yeah.
the devil or something.
If they met an
like that,
angel,
but
would they
I guess
kill an
not.
angel?
If
If they met God, would they kill God?
I mean, she fucking used her holy hands to fight Castiel, right? So, I don't know. Okay.
So, did Isaiah know? He didn't know it was poison then, right?
Isaiah?
Yeah, that was his name, wasn't it?
Uh,
The boy?
oh, there's
at the
Abraham
table?
and
Wasn't it Abraham as Isaiah, Magda, and then whatever the dumb mom's name was?
I don't know what the kid's name was. He
Well,
had to have known it was poison.
Because, like, he was, like, just staring at it, like, I'm like, why is it poison? Does he know it's poison?
Yeah.
And then, like, he's like, Dad, what's wrong? I'm like, what? Why were you just staring at your
I mean,
food?
it's not like Mom, like, kept it a secret. She put rat hell right next to the pie.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just...
Yeah. Okay. But there was no explanation as to why She had crucifix-like symptoms in the beginning, and the guy
like
also
why it did this and why it did this.
I mean that's obviously we're meant to think because we had the shot of Jesus statue in the beginning. It's meant to think that it's
what Jesus went through.
It's crucifixion wounds, and it was not that at all. It was just the scourging. Was that to imply that she was also doing that? I didn't see any of that for her.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it gave the thorn crown thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why it gave like the crucifixion through the hand.
And I mean, it's a pretty big deal with the feet because that was the footsteps thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that was big imagery, and then it just felt like there was no payoff to it.
Yeah, it was just because she was whipping herself in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you could say that she was. It's ingrained in her from an early age about the crucifixion, and she was unconsciously making those wounds appear.
Yeah.
But I felt like it wasn't addressed that much. But okay.
It felt a little weak in that sense. If she just died from being whipped or something.
Yeah.
All right. Might have worked, but
okay. They never really addressed Jesus in the show, do they? Even when they have like overt themes like that, they never like say.
They never mention him really.
Here's Jesus' son or Chuck's son, Chad.
Yeah, where's your son, Chuck?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
So he went from a PC programmer to just, I guess, is that when everything changed and they had the accident and then they took the devil down there. So it was half religion, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to go from PC programmer to Amish.
Yeah. Well, they were Catholic because they used the sign of the cross, I think. But Catholics are usually pretty good about accepting known signs.
Well, I don't...
It's more of like a Mormon thing, like, and Jehovah's Witnesses, like, they will refuse blood transfusions.
Yeah. Well, what signs were they refusing?
Huh?
What signs did they refuse?
Well, they had said before that they didn't get her, like, a blood transfusion or something, right? And then she died. But when we find out they didn't die, they're just hiding in her fucking basement.
I think they just use that as, like, we're really religious and God will do
what
he
wants.
But
but they're cutting themselves off from, like, electricity and staying away from everything like that.
Trying to hide from everything they can.
Yeah. Which is, what cults do.
I don't know. This episode had a God versus government, religion versus state kind of thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were talking about, like, child services coming in. Like, well, they're very religious and they don't want to do this. It's like, there's that supposed to be that whole difference of, like, in the U.S. for, like, religion versus state. And they're not supposed to be the same thing. And they're supposed to coincide. But where's that line for, like, well, you can do this with religion and you can do this with that. But then we have our money printed with, like, in God we trust. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, they say that there's supposed to be that split, but there's really...
Well, there's a very clear split. Like, in God we trust, and then, like, under God and the Pledge of Allegiance wasn't added until... Like, do you know when that came on?
Probably in the 50s?
1956 is when they put the pledge in, and they did that because communist Russia and the atheist communist state, that was like, okay, well, they're really bad. You know why they're bad? Well, communist versus capitalism, but they're also atheists, too. So we are communists and we're Christian, so they started adding all those things in. Oh. So like, when someone says the Pledge of Allegiance and doesn't say under God, I'm like, well, that's disrespectful. It's always been there. It's like, that was just a Red Scare thing, And then just in terms of, like, state and all that stuff, it's just, if you're doing something with tax money, not everybody's Christian, so you can't do it with tax money. Schools tax money. Same thing with sporting events or like school sporting events and stuff like that, I don't know, just keep religion to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm personally not religious, but you can do anything you want as long as you're not hurting a fucking dollar like that. Like, people have done that. And they could, like, there was this couple that wrote this book about, the passage in the Bible, don't spare your children the rod,
Yeah.
And they wrote a book about disciplining children, and they ended up killing one of their kids. And they fucking went to jail.
Good.
Like, hardcore pound you in the ass prison, Because that's, yeah.
And then they got the rod in prison.
Yeah. But it's important to say, with all those things, I mean, most people that are religious are not like that at all.
Yeah.
Most people can correspond with all different stuff, Some people will be like, well, I don't think evolution's true, but as long as you're not like going like, I hate gay people too, kill them. As long as you're not doing that, you're good,
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things when you, what's one of a good way or the only way to make a good person do bad things is religion, but I don't even know if that mother was ever good.
Yeah. Like, how did she said that she was so doped up on pills. It sounded like she was wording it like she was before the accident, too.
Well, they all were, because they were all on their phones and pills, and the kids were on medications and stuff like that.
It's not like they were just regular kids, though, with like
He was
maybe
working-
ADD, so
Yeah.
here's this for that, and then he was just working hard as he could. And
He
she
was working
probably
80 hours a week.
just- That's crazy. A
You
week?
know, you could have been like, get a different job and don't give your kids meds. But you could just go the complete opposite direction. The thing with Sam, like, I always liked the stories with him like developing his power. I got really excited when that happened back in the day.
Yeah.
And then like he started doing demon blood and shit. And I'm like, okay, I guess we can't do this anymore. And then it's not, you know. I guess like in terms of the show, like, well, you don't want him to be powered like that because then he can never really get in danger. But you know, he's always getting tied up in a barn or a cave or a basement. You know.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I guess, like you said, he still gets some vision stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
They haven't really
dream
covered
stuff.
on that too much, but
Yeah,
it just happens like whenever they want it to, I guess. But
pretty much.
it'd be nice if he still kind of had something, but not with demon blood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
I think
she
when
has hers,
Azazel was
though,
gone
'cause
and Lucifer and that stuff, that kind of like left.
that's when he lost it. Was whenever the demon blood stuff was
Yeah.
going, right? How does she? She's just a psychic. She's not related to the demon blood stuff at all. She's just.
Maybe it's one of those things like a muscle. Like if you don't do it for a long time, it atrophies.
Maybe.
And she's just doing it because that's the only fucking thing she can do because she's in the fucking basement getting whipped. You know? I don't know. I don't know.
We had the need space thing kind of come to a little.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of drama in this episode. I think with the way they put up in this, I don't think it's gonna be like, you know, Mom left us still.
Yeah,
You know, I think
I'm
it's gonna be
glad
kind
they're
of-
not going that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a way of being able to get your guest star not on every episode, you know? I mean, I wasn't like I was super excited about the story in general for coming back.
Yeah.
It's like when it happened, I wasn't like, yes!
Mary coming back feels like an odd move to begin with.
It feels
why?
like I don't want to be mean, but it feels like we just did like this huge story, and we have another season, and we don't. There's like no end in sight. Like, what's some shit we can do? It's like, I don't know. Bring your mom back, and they're all like,
wait, it was like, well, let's bring their dad back.
Yeah.
He's busy right now.
Shit,
Fuck. All right.
do the mom. We killed her.
Do the mom.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Let's have the mom come back. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
we'll bring the mom back.
Yeah. And then the other thing is the minute letters and this Mr. Catch or whatever, and they're, I don't know. Like I have a bad guy I can also root for. I don't root for the minute letters at all.
Yeah.
You know? Like I like a bad guy I can get excited by.
Like I like Crowley.
Yeah.
Crowley being like the bad guy sometimes. Like I don't want Crowley to die. I want
Yeah.
to keep him, but he's an asshole and
Yeah.
the Winchesters need to take care of him. But I don't want him to kill him. Like it's very back and forth.
Like I hate Reverse Flash, but when I'm watching him, I love it. The minute letters,
kill these assholes.
like
Right?
I'm like fuck these guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Winchesters need to kill this
Yeah.
Catch guy. We were right about the motorcycle coming back. I knew it would.
That was just a really odd placement last episode. Like they just
Nice
said,
bike.
"Hey, motorcycle, nice bike," and then nothing. You know? But okay, that's
It
whatever.
could have been a little bit more subtle, just like
Yeah. Q&A.
Q&As.
If we have any.
See.
Steve says, "Man, I don't have a question. I'm just mad. Fuck the British men of letters.
Yeah.
Fuck them and their tea." Giovanni says, "Should Sam get his powers back?" Like I said, I always thought it was cool when it was happening, but it feels like it might be too late to work on that stuff again. I mean, they were in such dire circumstances they never thought about, like, remember when we had, like, awesome fucking powers that we could defend ourselves with?
Yeah.
And not get, like, chained up in basements?
Yeah, like every episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it takes away some of the danger they have a little bit,
Yeah.
but it just like, well, if you have a demon who can just throw you across the room, now you can throw them across the room.
Yeah,
and
but the demons
levels
don't do
it up.
that anymore. They all get their fucking minds out and start having, like, a fucking fight, you know? Yeah, exactly. Okay. That is all of the Q&As. We don't really get a whole lot for these guys, so if you were interested in Supernatural, you'd like to talk with us or explain some ideas or have a question or something like that, you can go to Twitter at BlindWaveProd, hashtag SPNQNA, and ask your question. We'll talk about it next time. Down in the description is all the links to our social media. BlindWave.net has
Stuff.
and we'll see you guys next time. I'm Eric.
I'm married.
Aaron, your head is really big right now. Ah!